The fitness industry has failed the wrestling fan. Have you ever felt out of place in the gym, or like that fitness isn't just for you, but you love watching athletic performers in the ring? As a wrestling fan who struggled with fitness myself before transforming my body and helping hundreds of wrestling fans to do the same, I will show you why the fitness does not understand you, the biggest 3 obstacles on your journey, and an approach that respects your passion. Remember when your favorite wrestler was stuck in a bad storyline, given no opportunities to shine, and everyone said that they could never make to the main event. But then they find the right support, the right system, and suddenly they're holding the championship. Your fitness journey isn't failed because of you. You're just being handed the wrong storyline from an industry that does not understand who you really are. Subscribe now so you don't miss a different approach for fitness just for wrestling fans. Why the fitness industry does not understand wrestling fans? The fitness industry is built by gym enthusiasts to gym enthusiasts. And our culture are very different. So there's like a culture mismatch in there. There are several things right there that I can relate to myself when I started back in the day. Like, of course, my culture, I don't know about you, but as a wrestling fan, I was always kind of a nerd, and I was never into sports or anything like that. And then as soon as I got to the gym, I seen these very athletic guys, and it's intimidating. And this industry is made for them. So there's this big gym culture mismatch with whatever we are accustomed to, and very different people that are there with the content that we see everywhere, with the gym bros just knocking everything out, and then very sexualized women in the gym, but in wrestling as well. But that is another, we're not talking about that. That makes a lot of difference on environment that we get there. So looks like they did all the studies to bring more gym enthusiasts to the gym, but they are already there. Like, how are we wrestling fans gonna break it in on that? Also, it is sold like you have to do even more and more and more, and you're always competing to see whoever does more, like waking up 4:30, getting your face into cold, expensive water, and all these kind of things. That, of course, man, those are way too hard. So the expectations that we see in the media are way higher. So how am I going to start something like that? Because if I don't do the bare minimum, that is what is fitness sold in social media nowadays, and not just this, it's media as well, and it feels like they don't want to even understand that. They just want to sell more, sell more, sell more, and unfortunately, this is exactly what we get everywhere from media, and it's not for us. But you gotta remind one thing, not just what we see everywhere means that it's true. Fitness is for everybody. It's not just for gym bros. They are doing very wrong in the way that they are advertising everything, but fitness is for everybody. That leads us to the second part, the 3 big obstacles that are holding wrestling fans back. Because of all these issues that we just discussed about the industry, we have on our mind the all or nothing mindset. So I have to go to the gym 5-6 times a day. I have to get all my meals in. I have to do 5 kilometers running every day. If I don't do all of that, it does not matter. That is only gonna lead us to an impossible kind of routine. Like, I've been into fitness for over 2 decades, and I don't do that. There are plenty of studies that show that you can get some really, really good workout 3 times a week, 30 minutes, a whole 90 minutes a whole week is enough for you to stay healthy. And again, this is the bare minimum. Like, you have to do that in order to be healthy, but you also don't have to go to the gym for 2 hours every day. That's too much. That's not going to be there. And since it's all we see in the fitness and even in wrestling, when there's a very athletic professional athlete that they train a little bit more, we believe that this is what we need to do as wrestling fans to get to their level. But we got to take in consideration, we are not professional wrestlers. We are not professional athletes. We don't need to do, and we shouldn't be doing the same thing as somebody that has a lot of experience are doing. We got to start slow. We don't have to chase for perfection. Another thing is the fear of restrictive diet. I get it. It is a big problem that we have in the wrestling community. We rely on food a lot. We are watching our shows at least 4 times a week. Most of the time there's some food involved. And we just get afraid of not ever having the chance to have our favorite foods. And then we have this belief that if the diet is not perfect, if I have to get everything right, it's not gonna work. which is the recipe for disaster. Also, all the social interaction. Like, we want to go to an actual show and we want to see live wrestling as well. And other problem as well, they don't sell good food right there, and we just like it. And those foods are tasty, but of course, the food industry is something else that we're going to talk. It's as bad as the fitness industry. They're not there to help us out, but still, we get afraid of having to change because to some point we build a kind of identity to ourselves. This is who we are. All the people close to us, they influence on the way that we behave, and we just want to keep doing the same thing as them. And if we do something different, there's a pressure inside of the wrestling community as well. Oh, you think you're better than us, or why are you doing that? It's not gonna last. And that affect as well. And that leads to the last part of the biggest mistakes as well, is the fear of identity. Like, I don't want to lose who I am. I am a wrestling fan. This is usually how we dress. This is the things that we say. We talk different terms. We do different things. I don't want to use that identity. If I get to the gym, I'm going to become a gym bro. I'm going to be something else. I'm going to be hanging out with different people, which, first thing, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, hanging out with different people. I try to hang out with as much different people as I can so I can change the way I think. But you still can be a wrestling fan and be healthy. Go to the gym, get your workout in. You don't need to do the same thing as professional wrestlers are doing. Those are all three mental blocks that set us back to actually getting healthy. Those mental blocks are not going to help you live a better life. That leads us to point 3. What is the approach that actually works for wrestling fans? First thing is the flexibility. Again, you don't have to start working out like your favorite wrestler. You shouldn't be doing that. If you never did anything, you should start slow. Sometimes, if you don't do anything, not sometimes, all the time, if you don't do anything, a 10 minutes workout is going to be so much better. Some 5 minutes, 10 minutes workout, or walking right after you eat anything, all these things adds up, and then slowly you're going to increase. We also have to have flexibility around events. Sometimes we have a show on Friday. No, I have to go to the gym. I cannot go. Come on, man. It's just one day. Like, if you go to the gym one time, you're not going to have results. If you miss the gym one day, it's not going to mess you up that time. So make sure that have some flexibility so you can still enjoy the shows that you like and you can still get to set. And you got to stop restricting your nutrition as well. Those favorite foods, it's okay to have them here and there. The issue that I see that people say that they're doing with balance is not 50-50, okay? We gotta eat more of the healthy foods. And if you don't know what are the healthy foods, you know what are the bad foods. So if you can just stop eating that too much and save that, let's say, save the pizza for a pay-per-view, or save the pizza for your favorite show. You like SmackDown, you like Raw, you like NXT and Dynamite, get whatever is your favorite show. That's the day that you're gonna enjoy the food that you want. But not on every SmackDown, on every NXT, on every Monday Raw, on every Dynamite. We just gotta create a balance. That is the balance. You really have to get more of the whole foods than of the foods that you know that are bad for you. Now you understand why you struggle with fitness. It was never about your willpower or dedication. The traditional fitness industry was simply not made for us wrestling fans. The obstacles you make, most of them are on your mind, but they are not permanent. And your identity as a wrestling fan does not have to conflict with your fitness goals. And to help you to take your first step, I created a free workout program for you to do at home while you watch your favorite show weekly. You can download it now by clicking the link in the description. And when you're ready to get a fully personalized approach, you can just book a free consultation with me and my team, and we are going to understand all the challenges that you find, and we're going to see if we can help you out. And I release new videos weekly, like the ones that I work out with your favorites, just like Eddie Kingston. So subscribe and hit the notification bell, because next week I'll be talking about Ethan Page and his transformation. Stay tuned, stick around, and let's get this done.